PYB Frontiers, a political movement for the actualization of Governor Yahaya Bello as president, has called on Nigerians to rally round the governor, support his presidential ambitions, and ensure that he succeeds the incumbent president, Muhammadu Buhari. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, resident doctors who embarked on a strike action 3 weeks ago in Taraba State said their demands were beyond payment of COVID-19 hazard and inducement allowance. The aggrieved doctors also demanded an increase in doctors' wages, training and retraining of doctors on residency programs, improved working condition and training of housemanship officers. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Innocent Vaki, speaking at a press briefing, disclosed that a committee has been constituted to compile the total cost. He said the compilation has reached the last phase and payment will start as soon as it is approved. At number 9, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has said that the compliance level of Nigerians will determine whether a fresh lockdown will be imposed following the second wave of the pandemic. The PTF National Coordinator Dr. Sani Aliyu, who stated this on Tuesday, insisted that no decision has been made on a fresh lockdown and only the behavior and compliance of the general public in adhering to laid down guidelines will determine whether or not a new lockdown is enforced. Recall that the federal government last week threatened to impose a fresh lockdown in the country if cases of infections continue to rise. At number 8, it has been reported that troops of Operation Sahel Sanity in Faskari, Katsina State killed 10 bandits and lost 1 soldier in a recent operations in various parts of the state. The Acting Director of Media Defense Operations, Brigadier General Bernard Onuko, made the revelation that 2 other soldiers who suffered minor injuries during the operation were responding to treatment. According to him, the troops also arrested 2 bandits collaborators and recovered some weapons during the operation. During the exploitation phase of the operation, 5 bodies of neutralized bandits were found, while several others were suspected to escape with gunshot wounds, as indicated by bloodstains on their escape route. Regrettably, 1 Able soldier paid the supreme price, while 2 others sustained minor injuries during the encounter. The wounded soldiers are in stable condition and currently responding to treatment in a military medical facility. At number 7, Uganda's communications regulator has reportedly ordered shutdown of social media and messaging applications ahead of a highly charged election on Thursday. In a letter available to newsmen, Uganda Communications Commission Executive Director Irene Sewankambu ordered telecommunication companies to immediately suspend any access and use of social media and online messaging platforms. Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter were down in East African nation on Tuesday after the communications regulator ordered a social media shutdown. At number 6, the federal government has signed a memorandum of understanding with Mota NGO Group, a multinational engineering and construction company, for the construction of a rail line project from Kano to Niger Republic to a tune of $1.569 billion. Rotimi Amechi, Minister of Transportation, signed the agreement on behalf of Nigeria, saying the new rail line located in the northern Nigeria will run through Kano, Jigawa and Katsina states and terminate in Niger Republic territory. At number 5, a federal high court sitting in Lagos has ordered Emirates Airlines to pay a businessman identified as Oji Prince Ikem $1.630 million, being amount contained in his hand luggage, which went missing in the airline's custody during a 2007 China trip. The plaintiff told the court through his counsel Chris Ekemeze that at the departure lounge of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Emirates airline staff requested that he handed the luggage to them for safekeeping in the cockpit, but he refused and insisted on keeping them himself. But they insisted on keeping the luggage for him, considering the huge amount of money contained therein, and that on arriving his destination, the 2 bags would be handed over to him. He said that that was the last time he saw the bags and the money, as upon arrival in China, the airline could not account for his 4 luggages. Justice Hassan, who ruled in favor of the plaintiff, said the airline failed to refute Ikem's accusations. At number 4, the Academic Staff Union of Universities says it finds it difficult to return to classes in the middle of the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic and insists that Nigerian universities in the country are not ready to reopen at the moment. Recall that the National University Commission had earlier directed the lecturers to go back to classes on January 18, 2021, but ASU is demanding that Nigerian government should review the decision owing to the increase in COVID-19 cases around the country. ASU's National President Biodun Ogunyemi said that concern is rooted in the safety of members, as most hostels and classrooms are congested. At number 3, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has refuted reports making rounds that its chairman, retired Colonel Mohammed Abdallah, has been sacked by President Muhammad Buhari. The NDLEA spokesman, Mr. Jonah Achema, said this while speaking with newsmen in Abuja on Tuesday, that the tenure of Abdallah, who was appointed on January 12, 2016, expired on January 11, 2021. At number 2, following the attack on U.S. Capitol by a mob of President Donald Trump supporters, Twitter announced it has suspended more than 70,000 accounts linked to the QAnon conspiracy theory supporters. Twitter in a blog post said, since Friday, more than 70,000 accounts have been suspended as a result of efforts, with many instances of a single individual operating numerous accounts. These accounts were engaged in sharing harmful QAnon-associated content at scale and were primarily dedicated to the propagation of this conspiracy theory across the service. Recall that Facebook and Twitter have both indefinitely suspended the accounts for Donald Trump, who refused to accept the result of November 3rd election, alleging that the vote was rigged. Finally, at number 1, PYB Frontiers, a political movement for the actualization of Governor Yahaya Bello as president, has called on Nigerians to rally round the governor, support his presidential ambitions, and ensure that he succeeds the incumbent president, Muhammad Buhari. Chairman of the group, Hans Mohammed, in a statement yesterday said the group has commenced consultation activities that will ensure the governor gets the APC ticket, as the governor has won both national and international awards for adequate security of lives and properties of citizens of Kogi State. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.